Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
Now on first down from the 28. Might as well give it to him again. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Charles. Pocket starts to collapse. He finds his man. Powers through. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
From the gun, running back on the move. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So North Texas offense will take the field for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You've got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The run from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. North Texas in the hurry-up. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They want to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. North Texas really has it going on offense.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
He had all day to throw that. This offensive line knew coming into today, their challenge was going to be trying to block up the blitzes and give their quarterback time to survey the field. He had all day to throw that one. Unfortunately, made a bad decision and throws a pick.
The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they got it 1st and 10 from the 41. That gives him 54 yards rushing, and what a season he's putting together, well on his way to a 1,500-yard campaign. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Might be looking to run. Finds his tight end. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there.
Just steamrolling his way through. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run. Now on first down from the 30. Back to pass, it's Charles. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. Listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Well, this guy's exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented and he'd leave a mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is just special.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's got it. And he's in for the touchdown. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He makes the catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. from the gun, the ground game. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. North Texas really has it going on offense. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Jolly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. North Texas in the hurry up. He'll throw on 3rd down. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's up to 73 yards rushing, and he gets closer and closer to a 1,500-yard season. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Charles. Working that left side now. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And that pass is intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Line gets set, first down. They'll try the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback adapting. He looks that one in nicely. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Charles. Dances away from the heat. Working that left side. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella tight end.
Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Charles. He'll take another shot here. Got it! And he's in for the touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. North Texas will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Really need positive yards on second down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time it's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. To throw, it's Charles. Feeling some heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack. Good, solid tackle.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll go to the air. Getting some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got it! Touchdown! How about being completely oblivious to the rush, standing in, delivering the football, and taking the big hit?
And everybody's going, yeah, I'm sure that's easy. Well, you do it with all those big boys breathing down your neck with bad intentions. They want to rip your head off, but you're just going to hang in there. You know, stay calm, deliver the pass. Great job, great effort.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought, bring it out to the 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just...
Wide open, he makes the catch. Racing to the right. Touchdown, North Texas. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Off play action on first down. Trying to get to him. Slips a tackle. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Looking downfield, it's Charles. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and
unleashes one deep. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Houston. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. Discards a man. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's great. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. North Texas really has it going on offense. They'll give it to the back. Got room at the 35. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker, you can tell. Locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him. Not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle, gets him on the ground.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner will be knocked down. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Here's the handoff. stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go right back to the run. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little. Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quickly complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He makes the grab. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right.
And he breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. They're trying to get to him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to throw, it's Charles. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Going up top on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. The aerial assault continues. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing it right down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, North Texas.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Offense set on first down. Handoff from the gun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Pressure coming. The short hands. It's Washington. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Charles. Takes the easy one to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go back to the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Try to get it on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and
they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 17 over Rice. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires the pass, intercepted. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Dropping back, it's Charles. Forced out of the pocket. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Steps away. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Now the offense tries to punch, and we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense getting set for first down. He'll start this drive firing. Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.